Dober Fantasy players and fantasy football fans, the 2018 NFL Divisional Playoffs start on Saturday, January 13th. The evening game will have the Tennessee Titans going to the New England Patriots. Here are the players that we think are sleepers, and that will beat their fantasy point totals on Dober Fantasy play cards for Saturday's evening playoff game. Eric Decker might feel like the better play against New England, but he had some big problems with drops last week against Kansas City, and only had his day made thanks to a touchdown reception. Corey Davis, meanwhile, was the most targeted wide receiver last week for the Titans. He only caught 4 passes for 35 yards, but he could be in for a much better day, especially if the Patriots succeed in making Marcus Mariota more of a pocket passer and less of a runner or thrower on the run. The rookie from Western Michigan hasn't had many huge games this season, but this could be his coming out party in Foxborough this weekend. It's hard to handicap the New England Patriots backfield on any given week. James White hasn't taken a single snap in either of New England's last 2 games, but with Rex Burkhead and Mike Gillislee still fighting through injuries, White could be the beneficiary. White caught 56 passes in the regular season this year, and after being the Super Bowl hero last season, it's hard not to count on him when the going gets tough. The Titans have an awfully good run defense, and Josh McDaniels is certainly aware of the problem that comes with constantly trying to ram the ball down the throat of this unit. Brady could use his short passing game to supplement the ground game. That's music to the ears of those who are going to take the risk and use White on Dober play cards. A team like the New England Patriots doesn't add a player like Kenny Britt at the end of the regular season to not use him when the games count. Britt has had 2 more weeks to acclimate himself with this new team, and he figures to be used on multiple deep routes over the course of this game. Britt was on the field for 29 snaps in Week 17, a stark increase from the 2 he had in Week 15 and the 9 he had in Week 16. With Chris Hogan out, Britt is definitely going to play the role of the burner. Just 1 catch could be enough to give Britt his 3 Dober fantasy points. You might not think of Jonnu Smith as a man you'd put on your Dober play card, but we think you should reconsider. Sure, Smith is playing second fiddle at tight end to Delanie Walker, but he's used a ton in short yardage situations. The Patriots are going to dare Marcus Mariota to throw the ball, and that could leave plenty of opportunities for Smith to catch 2 or 3 passes. He's been targeted at least twice in 3 straight games and had 2 grabs for 15 yards last week against Kansas City. Smith will not put up double digits in Dober fantasy points, but 3 or 4 is not out of the question. Derrick Henry didn't leave the field last week against the Chiefs, but David Fluellen could be in for at least a couple of touches against the Patriots, with DeMarco Murray once again sidelined with an ankle injury. Fluellen has only taken 17 snaps all season, but Henry has been on the field for at least 60 snaps in consecutive weeks, and he has taken a beating. He's a punishing back, but it only takes 1 modestly good carry to give Fluellen the 6 yards that he needs to beat his projected fantasy point total.